Hey there, I'm Kenny, and I'm going to show you some of the creative possibilities with the Polaroid Now Plus camera. The Polaroid Now Plus is not just any instant camera, it connects to an app to unlock extra creative tools and comes with its own lens filter kit to get you experimenting. First, let's explore the app. Download the Polaroid app on Google Play or at the Apple App Store. The app has a bunch of creative tools to take your analog instant photography further. I'm going to show you some of them now. Aperture Priority is a new app mode from Polaroid. It's a great way to control depth of field in your photographs. If you want a sharp portrait with that dreamy background or a photo that's completely in focus, this one's for you. To use it, select Aperture on the app. A lower f-stop will give your photo a blurry background, while a higher f-stop will get more of your composition in focus. The camera will then decide the exposure time depending on which f-stop you select. Turn the flash off, frame your subject, and tap the shutter button in the app to take the photo. Double exposures, basically two photos in one. Capture both sides of a person, flip perspective, or mix flowers with faces. The choice is yours. To try it, go to the app and select double exposure. The app and film counter display will show the number 1. Frame and tap the shutter button to take your first exposure. The screen will now display the number 2. Frame your second exposure and tap the shutter button again. Double exposure takes a bit of experimentation, so it's best to keep it simple. To prevent your photo from being over or underexposed, make sure one exposure has contrast or shadows, and the second is bright to keep the balance. You can also access double exposure from the camera. Double press the plus button to activate. The film counter display will show which exposure you're up to. Press the plus button once to turn it off. One of my favorite app modes is light painting. To try it, grab your Polaroid Now Plus, a tripod, or something steady like a table, and find a dark location. Open the app and select light painting. Find a light source like an LED rod or tap the middle button in the app to access the phone flashlight. Tap the shutter button to start, then work your magic. And here's a tip, point the light towards the camera to get the best results. Tap the shutter button in the app to end the exposure. For those cinematic night scenes, there's tripod mode. It's a new app mode from Polaroid that allows longer exposure times in low light conditions. To try it, find your location and set up the Polaroid Now Plus camera on a tripod. Open the app and select Tripod. Frame your subject, the app will work out how long the exposure time will be. Tap the shutter button at the bottom of the app to start your exposure. Manual puts you in the driver's seat. There are so many controls you can play with all from the one screen. Check your light with the light meter, adjust aperture, shutter speed, and the power of the flash. You can also select which lens is best for your photo and when you want to eject your photo. This is handy if you want to take multiple exposures in the one photo, or need to take photos in silence. Just like any creative, there are some tools I always turn to. The good news is you can now save some of your favorite app modes to your camera, so there's no need to always carry around your phone. To create a shortcut, select the app mode and press the button at the top of the screen. This saves it in your camera. This light will turn red to show that the shortcut is on. Long press the plus button on the camera when you're ready to use it. To deactivate it, short press the plus button again. Get experimental with your photography by adding a lens filter. There are 5 filters that come with the Polaroid Now: orange, yellow, blue, starburst, and red vignette. To add a color filter, simply press it over the lens like this. For the starburst and red vignette filters, turn until the small notch aligns with the light meter at the bottom of the lens. The filter will then click into place. To adjust the exposure value of the Polaroid Now Plus, use the flash button. Long press the flash button to enter the EV mode on the film counter display. Press it again to toggle between brighter, darker, and off. Leave for 7 seconds, the bar will blink to show your exposure value has been saved. To reset it, turn off the camera. The Polaroid app has even more creative tools for you to explore, so make sure you keep the app updated. For more info on how to get started with your Polaroid Now Plus, check out our other how-to video. If you have any questions, reach out to Polaroid for customer support. Thanks for watching, we can't wait to see what you'll create.